Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Let's Keep It Real. I am back with another video for you all. And what I wanted to talk about in this video was a story that I saw that came out yesterday, and it's since been updated today. But the original story that came out, which, I don't think it's gotten enough attention, was an HBCU administrator, vice president, was, basically she committed SUICIDE. And it said in the original article yesterday, one of the original articles that was circulating out there on the internet, was that the vice president of the HBCU college, she had been harassed and had been basically going through, a series of issues that she had encountered with the president of the HBCU, which is a Caucasian man. And basically, now that I'm looking at the updated version of the story, it said that the administrator was recently fired, and then it says that she suddenly DIED. School's president is now on leave. So guys, let's get into this because it's a whole lot going on, and it's a whole lot going on. You see what I'm saying? And the article that I kind of read over and skimmed over a little bit was USA Today, and it goes on to talk about a historically black college and university is mourning the death of one of its former administrators, and some alumni say racism was at play and the institution's president is to blame. Again, the president of the HBCU college is a Caucasian man. So that's why they're, of course, saying racism and saying that he's to blame because, like I said in the article that I was reading yesterday, it was, it said that she had experienced harassment from this man over and over and over, basically. And guys, keep in mind that everything that we discuss is alleged, and we cannot confirm nor deny any of this information. And the article goes on to speak that Antoinette Bonnie Candia Bailey was the vice president of Student Affairs at Lincoln University of Missouri. So, I mean, she was the vice president, like I said, of Student Affairs at the university and HBCU in Jefferson City. And it goes on to talk about Miss Bailey, who was black, DIED, earlier this week, according to Sherman Bonds. And he's the president of Lincoln's, which is the HBCU National Alumni Association. She'd recently been fired. So I'm not sure why she's been fired. Hopefully the article will discuss that a little bit more. Now the university's board of curators, its governing body, is conducting a review of President John B. Mosley. Mosley, who's white, has volunteered to be placed on paid administrative leave while that review is conducted. The board statement says the board plans to hire a third-party expert to do the probe. So I guess to go back and then look at the history of what had been going on, because again, allegedly there was a history that this man, what is his name again? That this man had basically been harassing her and basically, displaying racism toward her. It's just simple as that. I can't sugarcoat it anyway. John B. Mosley, to be exact. As a board, we are committed to make certain the mental health of Lincoln University employees is a priority. Yeah, mental health is an understatement because the woman is no longer here. And that every employee is always treated with dignity and respect, said Board of Curators President Victor Paisley in a statement. The board has confidence in the leadership team we have at Lincoln, which is, again, a HBCU. This is really sad, guys, because, yes, mental health is real, and we don't know what that woman was going through. We can only imagine what she was going through, and then to be, fired, let go, and then, go home and make the decision. To make that kind of decision to end it. Yeah, we don't know what this woman was going through. So, I hope they do get to the bottom of this, because basically, an investigation, a probe. The police needs to be involved in all of this and investigating this, because this is serious, and this should be considered a crime. This is just my opinion again. But as we all work together to serve students and the Lincoln University community, this review will fully examine important questions, concerns, and gather facts. Dr. Mosley agrees those issues should be examined and has volunteered to go on leave during the review so that it can move forward in a fully independent way. Well, like I said, if this is found to be, 100% true, like I said, and we can't talk to the person who is no longer here and talk to her to find out what went on with her, but I'm sure there are some people that she worked with, that she talked to. I'm sure there are some family members that she discussed these issues with on a regular basis, because I don't believe this is a one-time incident. This more than likely was happening over an extended period of time, and then, of course, being let go was the final straw, and basically this could have, again, we can't confirm nor deny, this could have made her, decide to make a big decision like that, guys. In her email sent in early hours of January 8th, which included in it previous email threads, Candida Bailey referenced her mental health struggles and accused Mosley of intentionally harassing and bullying her. Candida Bailey, a Lincoln alumni, described scenarios in which she was set up to fail as an administrator. Wow. Having joined the university as an employee last May because of her dedication to its community, you had no intention of retaining me as the vice president of student affairs, the email states. It went downhill after the FMLA, and we know what FMLA, Family Medical Leave Act, and ADA documents were submitted due to my severe depression and anxiety. So when I was reading this article the other day, it didn't mention anything about that, but I was wondering, had she taken some FMLA time off to deal with whatever was going on with her? And it looked like she obviously had or was trying to. And she said that in the email, continuing on, that I requested to be removed under your leadership and from the President's Advisory Council, as this was causing significant attacks. This is all documented and emails sent. So this is what she put in her email before she decided to, end it. The email says she received a 36 out of 100 on a November 2023 professional evaluation despite regularly working after hours. So she received a 36 out of 100 and she worked over all the time, and not receiving examples of why her marks were so low. Like I said, we never know what somebody's going through. And this is her life. Obviously, this is her passion. This is what she wanted to do, and to be scored like that and to be treated the way she was treated, this is really sad. Lincoln is where it started for me and where it ended, she wrote. Wow. The university and Mosley did not immediately respond to USA Today's request for comment on Friday. This is really sad, really sad. And then the article just goes on to talk about, in a Facebook post Thursday, the university offered a brief tribute to Candida Bailey and offered its condolences to her family. She was a gifted colleague and always a passionate advocate for Lincoln University's HBCUs and other causes in which she believed, the post said. So, as I was saying, she definitely was somebody who, this was her passion. This is what she loved to do. And this is horrible, you all. The Lincoln and broader HBCU communities are reverberating with testimonials about the positive impact Bailey had, with many highlighting the racial dynamics at play. Social media posts with the hashtag Fire Mosley, and Justice for Bonnie. Question why a white man oversees a black college and describes the mistreatment Candida Bailey allegedly endured as a black woman. In a letter posted to Lincoln Alumni Association's Facebook page on Thursday, Francis C. Curtis, an alumnus and fellow sorority member who was CC'd on Candida Bailey's January 8th email, lamented Mosley's leadership and rebranding of the institution, Lincoln's first white president since 1922. Mosley, Curtis wrote, cannot speak for me. He does not speak for me. This is wow. How can this man work in the best interest of young people who are black like me when he does not reflect them racially or culturally? Curtis posed in the letter directed to the university's board of curators. Federal data shows that 44% of the university students identify as black and 40% as white. I believe that the dynamics of race played a huge part in this. Wilmore, one of the alumni who forwarded Candida Bailey's email, said in an interview with USA Today, many of us honestly in our hearts believe there was some specific bias and targeting from Mosley to Dr. Bonnie. Chaz Robinson, an education policy advisor at the think tank Third Way, met Candida Bailey several years ago as a doctoral student, still finding his way in the world of academia. Having grown up in a working class family raised by a single black mom, he lacked the connections and money many of his peers enjoyed and frequently questioned his own worth. But Candida Bailey, then an administrator at a small college in Massachusetts, encouraged him to participate in a panel comprised of scholars more experienced than him and ensure he got paid for his time. She praised him in front of others, highlighting his merits and potential. She had a smile that lit up the space. So these are people that are, speaking to who she was as a person. She was just really special and someone I never forgot, Robinson said. Her DEATH should be a wake-up call. Black women are going through a lot, and we as a society have to do better by them. We have to do better by recognizing mental health and by creating environments in the workplace where it doesn't have to come to that. This is horrible, you all. Bonds, the National Alumni Association president, agreed that Candida Bailey's DEATH should prompt change and said he'd been concerned about Mosley's leadership since he was appointed in early 2022. The present administration has become a liability to the mission and health of the institution, he wrote in a January 9th letter. Wilmore, a history professor and sports coach who now lives in South Carolina, highlighted the camaraderie of the Lincoln community and how its alumni have consistently come together in moments of grief. So, guys, like I said, a lot of people are speaking as to who she was, and they're speaking on what they thought of this individual, Mosley, which is still the current president of the HBCU, and then just other individuals' thoughts. It seems like every year we're losing a family member, Wilmore said, but through it all, Lincoln has always stuck together. Lincoln has always been family-oriented. And whenever the family is targeted and done wrong, we tend to back that family member. So, guys, let me know what you think in the comments, because this is truly, in fact, a sad moment. This is a sad story. And, according to this email, that she left, she's saying basically that it is what we thought it was. She was harassed. She was racially targeted because of her skin color, and at a HBCU. It shouldn't happen, period, but at a HBCU, okay. This man needs to be removed immediately. These are my opinions. He needs to be removed immediately, and charges need to be brought up against him. It's just that plain and simple. There's no way to sugarcoat it. We don't need for no sit down and no round table to discuss nothing. He needs to be held accountable because that was a hate crime. That was a hate crime. It really was. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Let's Keep It Real. And I'll be back soon with another video.